Hi, I'm Mike, as you know, Mike Cowan-Jones from the Positive Talks podcast, and I'm here at RISE4Disability in Glasgow, Hampden Park. And once again, welcome to another visit to Mobility in Motion. You'll remember on our last podcast when we were down in Milton Keynes, they demonstrated a system of hoisting someone in and out of a vehicle, but that's not all that Mobility in Motion do. There's many other things as well. And to help talk us through another adaptation, let me introduce you to one of their colleagues up here in Scotland. This is Dave.
Hi there.
Dave, I'm Mike, lovely to meet you.
How you doing, Nico?
Thanks for taking the time out to talk us through this, because I understand you've got an ingenious way for wheelchair users to use a vehicle but not having to bring an extra wheelchair. Is that correct?
That's correct, Michael. So what we've got is what we call the Braun Carony System. So
Right.
basically it's a wheelchair cum swivel seat for the car. So it's basically designed so you don't have to physically transfer someone from a wheelchair into the car seat. So you
Brilliant. I mean, one of the things I'm often getting challenged about as a moving and handling advisor, manual handling trainer, is car transfers. And they're so difficult to do, even with the best of intentions.
Yeah.
So this is going to make it so much easier.
Yeah, and it's so simple to use as well. So
Simple enough for me to use?
Definitely.
I'm going to put you to the test. Show us how it works then, Dave.
Okay. So what we've got also, like any other sort of swivel seat installation, we remove the original seat from the car. We then replace it with, obviously, the swivel seat, as you can see.
And am I right in thinking the swivel seat in and of itself can be used without a wheelchair device, and it can be used for driver's side as well as passengers?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
But obviously vehicle dependent, we also need to check vehicles out what's suitable for driver's side, because you also got the steering wheel, which could pose an issue for the seat to turn.
Good
But
point.
yeah, we can do them in certain vehicles.
I hadn't even thought of that. Good point. Well
Okay.
done.
So once we've also got the swivel seat installed, you can either get them manually operated, but the Carony system in today's car is all fully electric.
Right.
So it's with the push of a button, very simple, the whole seat would then turn and then come out of the car. Okay, so all you simply do to get the car out, or to get the seat out of the car, sorry, is hold the button to the left,
Oh wow, look at that.
and as you can see, the seat starts to manoeuvre itself out.
And of course, we know from previous podcasts that post to the left, as we look at it, wouldn't be there. That's the one for the hoist to be fitted.
The
isn't
muffler
it?
pair, yeah.
So that wouldn't be there. That wouldn't
be there.
obstruct leg room at all.
Okay, so once the seat gets to its position facing out, with the Carony system on this model, it then pushes out over the sill, and then it can lower down to where you need it to meet the base of the wheelchair, which I'll show you in a little second.
Okay.
The Carony system comes with two armrests. It comes with footrests as well, which will be on the wheels part of the system.
Yep.
And then on the back of the seat, when you've got the chair out, you can take the handles out and then use it as a manual push chair. Okay, so once you've got the height roughly where you think the seat should be, this is all magnetic, so you can just leave that there for
Oh, that's easy.
ease of use.
I can imagine that getting lost otherwise.
You've then got the wheels of the Carony system.
Yep.
So all you're simply doing is lining up this point here
Right.
with the two notches on either side here.
Right, so on this chair there's two notches at the front and they can line up with the
Yes.
rear part of the frame.
And all you simply do is lift the little levers at the end, and then
Oh, okay.
also, look at that, as if magic, it's lined up perfectly.
Right.
Okay, so all you simply do is release the catch to take it off, and then slide it on.
Okay, so here's the challenge. Can I do it? You said even I can do this.
You can have a go.
Let's have a find out. Okay, so I'll come on down. So there's two catches at the front of the chassis, for want of a better description of
Yep.
the frame. Oh,
And just pull them up a bit.
pull it. Ah! Well, that was easy. And then getting it back in, I pull them up again.
Yeah, just open it up and then click them in position. That's it.
And they're really secure. I mean, are these load tested or tested for safe working?
Yeah,
loading,
they're all
like that?
crash tested, yes.
Crash
They're all
tested.
crash
That was the
tested,
thing.
yep.
Crash
They're all
tested.
crash tested.
And do they take a weight limit as well? There must be maximum weight.
There is sort of weight limits on them. They're different seat options, but they'll roughly run about a 20 stone, 23 stone maximum.
Okay.
But there's different variations on certain seats.
Okay. Now, of course, there's one thing you've probably noticed looking at it on YouTube, and if you haven't noticed it, you will now. the seat is considerably further back than the frame.
Yeah.
So how do we make the two connect? How does that
So
work?
what you then do, with
Yep.
the person sitting on the seat, you've got a little lever here.
Right.
You just push that lever down and then you simply slide the seat forward until it clicks into position. And that's it.
So
Transferred over.
effectively the seat is on tracks and it's almost like a train going from track to track in a way, is that right?
Yeah, as simple as that, yeah. So very simple manoeuvre, push down and then the seat slides back. Okay.
Wow.
Now the seat, when you're pulling it forward, it's not going to come straight off because it's got the little stoppers in here.
So there are safety stoppers at the front,
So
right?
once the seat gets to that point, then it can't go forward any further.
So not only is it idiot proof, it's Mike proof as well. I
It is.
can't get it wrong.
You can't get it wrong.
Yeah.
And once you've got the seat transferred to the wheels, you just simply release it with the catch again and then take it off the base.
Okay. So the one thing I will comment on is I wouldn't expect this to be used for massive distance anywhere because I'm trying to work out where the attendant actually grips.
Okay, so what you've got on the back of the seat, Michael, is
I should guess there's something else coming.
yep, little latch here, pull that down. And then inside here you've got your handles.
Gosh, I'm getting so excited as an occupational therapist here. I can't believe it.
So you then take the handles off the little latch here and then they'll click into position on the frame. And
Okay.
it becomes your handles to push.
And it's a lever brake system.
Lever brake system on the right handle and you've also got the brake system down on the bottom here as well.
Okay, so the lever brake, can you lock it with this or is this merely as a way of slowing it down, for example, if you're descending
You can
along
simply
a
lock it.
hill?
Yeah, so just pull the lever up and then
Yeah.
get the catch into the notch here and that'll put
So it's all compact, it's all together.
It is, yep. I'll just try to get that back up in its position there. And then obviously the headrest can then adjust as well.
Perfect. In fact, I can just see me think about many people I work with who'd really benefit from this. So at the moment, they're in wheelchair accessible vehicles, in their wheelchair all the time. Some need it, they need additional postural support.
Yeah.
I presume, I might be wrong, but I presume you can't put things like lateral supports and pommels and things like that.
Yeah,
on
you
here.
certainly can. You can.
No way.
Yeah. The seat can come with various adaptations for you.
What can I say? What can I say?
So it can come with like sort of harnesses, lap belts, waist, different sort of belts. You can have sort of cushions on the side for posture support, thigh support. There's various different options for comforting the seat out to your own specification.
Now, to me, that's really significant because if you think about it, and I know everyone's got preferences, I'm not trying to get away from that. But when you're in the back, you're often isolated from what else is going on. Yeah? When you're in the front, you're part of it. And I hate to say it, but when you look at the crash testing that happens, you think about the airbags and all the rest of it, it's mainly designed around the main front passenger window, isn't it? It depends on the NCAP rating of the vehicle. So I can see a lot of benefits for this.
It also is, as you say, it is communication for the driver and the person in the chair, so they're not stuck in the back of the vehicle. So
Right.
they're up front, they can communicate better. They feel part of the actual drive in the car instead of being, in the back.
Really good point.
It does.
So I guess my next question is, how do people get this? Because if you talk to a lot of OTs, and I know some of you specialise in vehicle adaptations and so on, of course you do, but for a lot of us we won't know about how to get hold of this or how to get assessed. What's the process? What do you do in Mobility in Motion?
So basically, if anybody's onto the Mobility in Motion website, they can either do an inquiry on there or they can call the number, which is on the website as well, which will then put you through to one of our call handlers, who will then book out an assessor to come to your house or your place of work.
Yeah.
We'll be able to do a demonstration of the Carony system plus all the other adaptations that we do.
Okay.
And then we can then talk you through the process after that of how to go about placing orders and
how
what they
much does
cost.
the assessment cost?
The assessment's free, there's no charge for the assessment.
I always say if it's too good to be true, it probably is, but I don't get the feeling here. We've met these guys before, we know it's a good product, they're good company, wide range of stuff you do. I'm learning more every time.
Yeah.
Would this or could this be funded by Motability? And if so, are you guys able to help with the claim, for want of a better phrase?
Yes, certainly can. So Motability pay so much towards the cost of it. Other situations, the Motability grants or the foundation can pay the remaining balance for you if you qualify. So we can help with the process of filling out the paperwork and the costs involved and do it that way. Also there's some charities that may help towards some of the cost for you, depending on their ailments or what condition they have. So, like,
and you guys will help facilitate
Yeah.
that and guide people the right way.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I guess the only thing I can say to you now is I think it's time I road tested it. Are the brakes on for the transfer? Yes, in which case, Dave, drive me to the next venue, please.
Okay, and we're off.